Hey, what's up, guys? This video is going to be quick. This video is about never confining to a female. Whether it's your wife, your girlfriend, or some chick you just, you're kicking it with or whatever. I hear this quite often. And as far as, my girlfriend or my wife is my best friend, I'm not trying to. The whole point of this video is not to criticize that. It's great, that you're with your lady, and you guys have a solid bond. That's great. But at the end of the day, as a guy, never confide into a woman. Never go to a woman and pour out all your problems to her, or especially when you start crying or whatever. That's probably I hear that a lot from the women. Again, on social media, they say, men who cry are weak. Now, there's nothing wrong with crying. Just don't do it around her. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, guys. I know a lot of the guys, you feel like if you do that, you'll build a stronger bond with her, but that's not the case. They look at you as a fool. So again, if you have whatever issues you having, hope you have some homeboys or whatever like that. You confide into them. Confide into your homeboys. I mean, especially now in today's age, everybody's online, and get online, man. Get online and and tell people what you're going through. Because at the end of the day, you always gonna have somebody who's gonna read your message, man. Because everybody going through something, right? I mean, your situation may be worse than mine, or vice versa, or maybe minor, maybe major. But you need somewhere to go to vent. Never vent to a woman, man. I don't care if it's a co-worker, bro. I don't care if it's a lady across the street. Don't do that, man. You can have conversations with her, but when it comes down to something real personal, don't ever, give that woman that ability to use that against you. That's the problem. Probably back in the day, yeah, but now women see that whatever you got going on, whether you got a problem with your brother, or you're not talking to your cousin or whatever like that, females gonna use that against you at some point in time. Of course, they're gonna come to you and want you to open up to them. But again, never go off of what they say. Always go off what they do. Women are very flaky. They very, they just out of order, right? They never follow their own rules. So they'll say that to trick you into opening up to them, and then when they get the information they need, they're going to backfire. They're going to throw it back in your face at some point in time. So just be very careful with that, guys. If you already have done that, go ahead and clean it up, because she's going to bring it up at some point in time. Oh, you still not talking to your sister, whatever. Say, nah, we cool. We worked it out. You can go ahead and just tell that, so she can just get out your business. I mean, no one should be in your business but you. That's all it is to it. You gotta understand. You have plans for most likely to be with her for the rest of your life, but 9 times out of 10 she don't. She just looking to find a way to screw over you and then go ahead and leave you at the same time. So just be very, very careful of that. Your social security number, all this stuff like that. Keep all that stuff private, man. And just you're treading in light waters. Now, when you do that, when you don't give her all your information, everything about you, never let no one know everything about you, right? That has a sense of privacy, yeah, but they give you a sense of being mysterious, right? Because women like guys who they can't figure out 100%. They like a mysterious guy. They like a quiet guy. They like a non-predictable guy. So you have to do that for yourself. And it's sad to say that, again, social media, they telling themselves, they get on here laughing about, oh yeah, his dad died in an accident, F his dad. I see all the stories, man. I see all the stories. I'm not just saying that, just to make this video. A lot of you guys are even dealing with that. And the best way to clean that up, if you talk to a woman, whatever like that, you try to get to know you for some reason, you just wanted to just give her all the information about you. You wanted to give her everything about you. Go ahead and clean it up. The best way to do it, because she's going to bring it up. Say, oh, yeah, nah, we figured that out. Oh, that dude still owe you money or whatever like that. Nah, he paid me back, no problem, whatever like that. This how you got to carry it on, because you rely on your trust in the female, most likely it's always going to end up bad. I mean? That's just reality, man. If you got some buddies or whatever, you talk to your buddies about it. And I'm going to say this too. Don't tell them everything, even your buddies, but it's easy to do that. It's more acceptable to do that with your guy friends than with your lady or whatever, because most time they're going to use that against you, man. You know what I mean? They're going to use that against you, whatever like that. So, and I'm going to say this too. A lot of them, one of the common ways that they'll try to get back at you or try to really hurt your feelings, they'll go after your enemy or whatever. Oh, yeah, he hate this dude. He always talking about this dude or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and sleep with him. And then, I'm going to tell him, throw him in his face. They do that a lot. The women who ain't about nothing, the women who down bad, they do that, bro. So me personally, when that, as I go with women, I just enjoy the time I'm with them, bro. Like say any day, any second they can leave me, they can stop talking, they can ghost me. That happens plenty of times. So I'm already prepared for that. Just enjoy the time you have with them, never trust them, and then that's it, man. Don't be trying to be like, oh yeah, you gonna cheat on me, or always checking their phone. And don't do that, bro. Don't do it, because at the end of the day, they're gonna do what they want to do. No matter what you got going on, bro, in your life, you can be just out of this world, just good looking guy. You can have all the money you don't, but they still cheat on you, bro. I did the video before. It's just what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. So, guys, don't confide in a woman. I know a lot of guys, they talk about the therapy or whatever like that. If you do go to therapy, make sure it's a guy. You know what I mean? The couple therapy thing, me personally, I wouldn't even do it. You know what I mean? Y'all go to your own therapy and y'all just figure it out. I know females bring it up a lot, but the thing about therapy, they don't use that for the good. They use it for bad. They just want to go, and it's always a female therapist because they want the therapist to agree with them and make it seem like you the bad guy. So I never really believe in therapy. I know people say, you got these 304s that are saying it now because they want to make it look good, but they doing that because most of the time it benefits them. Remember, like I told you guys about the past at the church, they never tell them fat bags the truth, because guess what? The sheep gonna stop coming to church. That's their only source of income. So if you go to a female therapist, there's never a dude. Of course, a female therapist know what's up. Okay, I'm gonna play my role and I'm gonna go ahead and decide with the female, because the dude, they know the dude, ain't nothing wrong with the dude. And even though he's paying for it, but they gonna side with the woman because 9 times out of 10, the woman gonna keep dragging him back or whatever. That's really what it is. They know at the end of the day, the dude know it's bullshit. They just going because the female drug them, so they gonna cater to the female. Now, you have very few females who actually just be like, yeah, nah, you wrong. Who actually do their job to the right way. But this is what it is. They just cater to the sheep. You know what I mean? It's just what it is, man. So you guys, we're gonna go to therapy. It all come down to what's going on. Because there's so many of y'all people, man, you gotta remember, back in the day, with our grandparents, whatever, there wasn't no such thing, no damn therapy, fam. You had to figure that out right then and there. That's all it is. You just have to work through it. So many people in this generation now, they want to use therapy to make it seem like they're really going something. You ain't going through a motherfucking thing, fam. Get your ass in that kitchen, cook that man a good meal, make sure the house clean. That's it. That's all it is, too. Why you keep throwing therapy up? That's why, oh my God, man. The day they shut down social media, that's going to be the best day ever, bro. I promise you. But that's just reality. So don't let them manipulate you, make it seem like there's something wrong with you when you clearly doing everything right. Not saying everybody does everything right, but you know what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying. It's just, don't fall for that crap. Like, oh, we need to go to therapy so we can work on our relationship. No, you need to go to therapy, work on your relationship, fam. I'm doing good over here. You know what I mean? So that's the thing they do. They try to manipulate you, belittle you and all that stuff like that. They try to get their friends and all that stuff like that to make it seem like you the problem. We're in reality the problem, bro. That's why they love going to therapy, because, like I say, 9 times out of 10, the therapist, a female, will always side with her, no matter what she say. It's just reality, bro. So don't fall for the therapy crap. But again, man, if you're going through something, man, get your homeboy, whatever like that. Maybe get you a neighbor or some dude that you kind of talk to here and there, whatever. Talk to him. You know what I mean? Get that out the system. Like I said, you always got the internet, social media, whatever, man. You never know who gonna read your story or whatever like that. Who you gonna conversate with on social media? But it never hurts. You know what I mean? Like I say, your information ain't out there or whatever. You ain't gotta put your whole government name, your profile picture, whatever like that. I do that all the time when I'm over there reading people's stories and stuff like that, and I reply. You know what I mean? I don't read all of them, but the ones that I do get a hold to, I always let them know, hey man, appreciate the story. I hope you're doing, give them words of encouragement. That's all it is to it, man. So don't feel down and out because you dealing with this woman and she making it seem like that you the problem, and you know damn well you're not the problem, fam. You're not the problem. You just gotta stand on, you gotta stand on business. All it is to it. So, but yeah, guys, like I told you guys before, man, keep your personal information. You can give her a little something about yourself, especially if you're married. She gotta know something about you, right? You've been married to her 15 years. She gotta know something about you. What's your favorite color? You know what I mean? But don't ever confine into her. Don't ever go to her and start boohoo and crying and all that stuff. Oh man, work was hard, baby. Yeah, they do me wrong. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. I don't care how sweet she is, bro, whatever. Even though a lot of them are pavement pounders, they damn near dudes or whatever. They rough. You don't tell them to them, but I don't care how sweet she is. She can be a librarian. Don't tell her, bro, because at the end of the day, she gonna think in the back of her mind, this dude's a sucker. This dude weak ass, whatever. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, guys. But I know a lot of guys did that or has been doing that. But if you come across this video, just go ahead and stop, pause on that. Like I say, she gonna bring it up, whatever you've been telling her, whatever like that, and he's go ahead and just clear like, oh no, we fixed that, we got that resolved, or we worked it out, whatever like that. Because that's the thing too. Women like this trashy ass women, they love to know what's bothering you or whatever. They love to see you always angry about whether your job or somebody that you don't like or whatever. They love that drama, so don't give them that drama, bro. So anyway, guys, of course, if you have any stories, any questions, leave them down below. If you like the video, dislike the video, like, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And no matter what, always protect your peace, your pockets, and your purpose. All right, guys.